I'm really excited and very grateful that we've reached 1,000 subscribers on the channel here. And I read everyone's comment and appreciate all the feedback, good and bad, because it's really important to understand what you guys want. So one of the things that resonated with me is that everyone seemed to like my talking tours or when I say things. So I want to help do that and do that more. So as a thank you for reaching 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to do a personal talking tour of this brand new SR22. Enjoy it. This is my favorite angle to start with on a tour because I think it just showcases the airplane so well. It's always really nice. You kind of see the propeller, you can see the paint lines on how it works out really well. But this is a carbon Corso red over sterling silver SR22. And I love this color. I'm kind of a carbon guy, and I'll explain that here in just a second. But if we get close to this color, you can start to see how matte and shiny, and this is like fire engine red, if you will, or candy apple red. The silver is beautiful. If I get really close here, you can see some of the depth in the sterling silver. So you get a little bit of best of both worlds. So it looks really, really good. And what happens here, this is actually in our carbon paint scheme, which is a question I get a lot. And when I'm sitting at an airport or on the ramp, people see this carbon aspect right here painted on the tail. And what this really means is this is all the design of the airplane. So this is a carbon styled airplane. So you see all this jagged lines and these little lightning bolts. This is just a scheme, purely a paint scheme. A lot of people think that it's all built out of carbon fiber, which there are some carbon fiber components in the SR, like the wing spar. The Vision Jet, believe it or not, is a carbon fiber fuselage, a composite, but it's purely aesthetics. So I'll show you a little things of what I mean by that. We have a couple different styles: platinum, carbon, and rhodium, which you'll see on the tail. Let me show you what that is. So this is a design booklet that we're able to show customers in the different styles that the airplane can come in. So you'll see what I mean here, that there's a few different types of packages. There's a rhodium, there's a carbon, and a platinum. And then there's a base packaging. A lot of flight schools or people that don't feel that the paint is important or design is important to them, they'll end up looking at a base airplane just like this. But if we were to kind of go over here to what carbon looks like, these are all the different designs and schemes that you're able to take a look at. It's very sporty, very aggressive, kind of these bright colors. Those of you who know me personally know that this is an absolutely favorite color of mine. But you're able to see, you can see kind of how sporty and aggressive this paint scheme looks like. So people who are like bright colors, shiny things, or just kind of like to make a statement, carbon is definitely the way to go. The interiors, the carbon interior has a little bit different feature, which I'll show you on our airplane right here when we get in. But the carbon is really cool because it's got these Alcantara insets. There's different leather colors that we can get: champagne, mocha, graphite gray, and lunar. So there's black, all that, which is wonderful. Now, if we get to the platinum designs, this is a little bit more flowing and more aerodynamic, and I'll show you. So when we turn the page here, the first thing you're going to see is, ta-da! Yes, purple. Look at that. I'm even wearing an honorary purple shirt to remember it. But platinum has these kind of flowing, a little bit more flowing lines. Platinum on the tail, and it's purely just the design and the aesthetic. So there's a few different colors that we're able to pick from: white wings or silver wings. On a Cirrus, white wings or silver wings are important because those are the approved colors that we're able to put in certain areas on the airplane. That's what the old Joker, purple people eater, or penguin, or purple rain as some people called it. That's what that one was. Yes, Aurora purple over sterling silver. And you can see some of the interior. A lot of that Alcantara inset is out and it's changed. So you've got less of this. This is all leather and a different stitch pattern that looks absolutely cool. And then finally, rhodium is one solid design that has the same platinum interior, but there's only a couple different colors here. that you can choose, and the airplane is painted in that entire color. But enough of that, let's go take a look at it inside. So another thing that's really important is this, GTS. So a lot of people will ask, what does GTS stand for? And this is essentially a fully loaded airplane. So when you order a Cirrus, there's only about 4 or 5 different packages that you can really choose from. And when you select all the packages, that's what we call a GTS airplane. So let's climb in. You can see right away, this is the lunar gray interior. So this is a nice kind of as Ivy McIver. She's the one that is in all the really cool Cirrus videos, calls this a very butterly, soft leather. These are the Alcantara insets here on the seats, which are really, really nice. They're very soft, and you can kind of see it feels like a little bit of a suede. And it makes the seat pop a bit. I'll zoom out here just a little so you can actually see the seat. We have our armrest, which is wrapped in it, and then also the yoke on the airplane, on the carbons are wrapped in it, as well as the top glare shield here. So it's super cool. Up top here, this is also Alcantara, but this is kind of a light gray. If you have a gray, dark gray, or black interior, this is the headliner. And if you have one of the mocha or champagne colored interiors, you'll have a little bit different of a headliner, just so it matches and it's not off color. You can see back here how everything looks. It looks absolutely great. And I wish you guys could smell it. Here's the really cool part, is that there's carbon fiber kind of insets on the kind of the bulkhead panels here. We have it right over on this where the eyeball vents and the ignitions are. But as I take a look here, I'm able to lift this up and actually see that this airplane only has 5 hours on the hobs, and most importantly, right here on the engine, 3.4 hours. So it doesn't get newer than that. It's literally left Duluth, done its production flying, and is now here in Chicago. So very, very exciting. One of the things that I think a lot of people kind of miss is right here on our kind of main center panel here. I spend a lot of time with customers. We might fly down to Knoxville to pick up their airplane, but spend some time reading what all of these buttons are. So a lot of the big ones with the direct to, enter, the home button, this is all really good, but sometimes customers will just kind of start, hammering around on the panel here. And if you actually take a look at the wording right underneath and around these knobs, you'll actually be able to find what you're looking for. So for those of you who are pilots and flying Cirruses, take a step back. Like for example here, this is VFR. So if you press and hold this while the avionics are on, you'll get VFR. Same thing with emergency. So read the wording underneath the buttons and all that. It's just a nice way of really understanding what each button does. And then if you come down here on the audio panel, it's the same thing. So there's a few buttons here that make hold to pair for the Bluetooth right here, volume for cursor, so there's a few different buttons here that you can see. And this one admittedly is a little difficult to take a look at, but before you get in and fire up, make sure you take a second and read. A little bit more of the Alcantara two-tone right on here. This is fantastic and just looking great. So that's it for now. Just trying to keep the video a little bit shorter. But I would love to know if you're a carbon, a platinum, or a rhodium person. I think everyone has their favorites. So if you leave a comment below, I would just love to hear what you like. And maybe if there's a plane that I run into, I'll find a picture and send it to you. So anyway, leave some comments below on what colors you like for your leathers and interiors and exteriors. Are you a carbon person, a platinum person, a rhodium? Anyway, I think that stuff's certainly a lot of fun. But thank you very much again for subscribing and leaving comments. It's been super helpful and in order to grow and create the content that you want. But until next time, thanks a lot and be safe and be well.